One of the reasons I came up today is to talk about some of your special creations and designs, and we're here with Janet Thomas in her studio in Bellingham, Mark Textile Designs. And Janet is the most incredible artist I've ever met, I think. And my name is Dolly Hine, and I have a rug weaving studio in Anacortes, Washington, Spadagua Island Fiber Art. And I'm doing some beautiful creations myself. But we wanted to specifically talk about this creation of Janet's that I think is so remarkable, and it's her own creation.
I was thinking about how I was going to accomplish the effect that I wanted. Someone had given me an idea of doing what I now call a high relief rug, something that was very textural, and I needed to figure out how to do it in a way that would be cost effective. And I came up with this technique that I'd played around with when I was in college. And essentially all this is a huge chenille yarn. So this is what you usually think of as a chenille yarn, which chenille, it really refers to the weave technique. And so it's just a lot of tiny, tiny threads that are held together with a very tight warp. And then it's cut on a special machine in order to make it into the yarn. So what I've done is enlarge this whole process so that my chenille, instead of being 1/4 of an inch, is going to be 5 inches wide. And so after I get done weaving this, I cut it into strips, and I get my own huge chenille yarn. I have the weaving off of the loom, so we've woven the yarns and the fabric and everything else we're going to put in the rug together. It gets cut up into strips like this. And what I use is a little rotary cutter like this. We just go along cutting them all into strips. So these in turn are what gets sewn onto the canvas backing. What I'm doing here is taking these rolls and I'm stitching them onto this canvas. So what this does is it makes a double construction technique where I've already woven and now I'm sewing this on. So these rugs are very durable. And this is the back of the rug with the stitching going down. For my standard rugs that I make, I just play a lot with the color and the texture. That's really one of the fun parts for me. And so in the process of making these rugs, and I make them either mixed with fabric and yarns, and then I put in additional things such as leather or really anything that a customer may want, like their own fabric that they have from their room that they want to incorporate in the actual rug. Helps to draw the room together. And so this is all the same technique, but I can get a wide variety of different effects. So this is just some examples of different color effects for different parts of the country. It sort of gives you that feel for an area, whether it's by the beach or maybe in the mountains or something like that, maybe much more contemporary. And this is another style that is incorporating just the yarn, of putting a lot of different yarns together to create a homogeneous effect, when in fact there's probably about 30 different colors of yarns here, but it comes across as more of an overall design as opposed to 3 distinct striping type of pattern that we have.
Janet, in addition to designers, do you use other outlets to market your products and your rugs?
Well, you know, when I make the rugs to order, oftentimes there are leftovers, or I'm always trying out new ideas, and so I want to explore different options by making an actual rug. And so once a year I will have an annual sale where I will have a lot of my experiments and small rugs, like something this size that I sell. And also, we have talked about, Dolly, is selling through your gallery, where I can make rugs that would be displayed there.
Yeah. Janet, thanks so much for another wonderful morning dedicated to spending it with me, and I always learn so much when I come here. It's always an honor and a pleasure, and we'll be talking soon, I'm sure.
Okay, thanks so much, Dolly.
Okay.